hello, wonder people. Welcome back into the studio. I am Dr. Nicole Bossard. I am your guide on the side. I am your rise and ride partner for life. I am your positivity champion for the ages and absolutely for a time such as this. So, listen, welcome back into the studio. Here's where you have landed. Listen, you are in Practicing Positivity, the studio. The studio is a shared living learning lab where we focus on building an ongoing practice that nurtures and cultivates those things that give us energy, give us vitality, give us a love and a zest for life. And here, what we mean by life, life stands for love, inspiration, freedom, and all of the wondrous things wrapped up, shaken together that make for an extraordinary, exceptional life. So, for those of you that are just joining us here, remember, I'm Dr. Nicole, and what I've invited you to is a 100-day journey of practicing positivity. And so, as we are on this journey, we are picking up where we left off from yesterday, but which is kind of what a journey is. However, I want to, for those that are just tuning in for the first time today, or if you just quite haven't gotten your head around what we're doing here, here's what's happening. What I've promised is I'm going to come in here and share with you some wisdom nugget, some little piece around a practice of positivity that will generate and give you greater, not just skill, not just competency, though the practice of positivity is exactly that, but it will also give you a place and a space where you can take what we do here and take it out into your real life. So that's my promise. So here's our formula for how we're going to do this. Every day for the next 97 days, I'm going to come in and bring a little wisdom nugget, as I've said, but also give you a little practice tool so that that wisdom nugget not only becomes portable, but it is indeed practical. And then what we're going to do, probably more important than even those two things, provide a little space where you can pause, where you can take that wisdom nugget, that knowledge, and you can take that practice tool and you can have a little integration station, a little chamber where you can allow all of that to come together for you. And as it comes inside of you and as you think about how you want to express it in the world, it will be your own masterpiece. But that's how we're going to kind of work this time together. So here's what I want to invite you to do. I want to invite you to go ahead and grab something to write with, grab something to write on, something that will allow you to capture what it is that I'm going to share. Because here's what I'm learning, that as I move forward, sometimes my thoughts become like disappearing ink on the page of my mind. So it really does help for me to go ahead and actually grab a pen, pencil, piece of paper or keyboard and a blank screen, but some capture mechanism to support my practice. Now, that said, here our practice today is going to be actually, let me give you a little something else before I get to the practice of the day and let that cat out of the bag. Here's what I want to invite you to. So we're in this shared learning lab. So today, what I want to invite you to is a little bit of an adventure. I want to invite you to specifically a treasure hunt. And what I want to encourage us to do in this treasure hunt is to put our attention on swivel, to put our attention on surveying the day that has gone by. And I want you to be thinking about and looking for that spark, something that has sparked inside of you a sense of awe, a feeling of joy, a sense of pride, but something that has kind of caught your attention and you notice that it gave you something back. So before I have you sink into that moment, I want to give you a little dressing to put around that quest that we're going to go on in a moment. So here's what I want to share with you. We're going to build on the work that we started with Dr. Barbara Fredrickson from yesterday and her work and research on positivity. Listen, she is the OG queen of positivity. So Dr. Barbara Fredrickson has noted not only, remember yesterday we talked about the broaden and build theory. So this notion that those positive emotions, even small ones, even kind of just a whiff of joy, a whiff of appreciation or gratitude, or just a sense of confidence, that can be enough to shift our perception and our perspective from tunnel vision to an expansion of like the panoramic view. And I want you to imagine this: when you go from tunnel vision, where I can only see the thing that's immediately in front of me, or the 2 inches around the thing that's immediately in front of me, to seeing the whole panoramic view from the skybox, then all of a sudden, remember that broaden and build? I can start to pull things together from over here in the west quadrant, from over there in this side of the coordinates. I can pull things together that don't seem like they necessarily go together, or they may not be adjacent to each other, but because I have a broader perspective, I can build something new out of these quote unquote disparate parts. So, building on that notion, remember that kind of has an idea that I'm noticing those positive emotions as they come up, and then that allows me to see differently. This practice today that Dr. Barbara has laid on us here is about savoring. So as you're looking across your environment, looking across this expanse of that panoramic view I was just talking about, when you find something that again resonates, that gives you a sense of awe, that gives you a sense of inspiration, that puts you in the place and the way of those positive emotions, then we savor it. We stay there. We linger for a moment. Now, here's the magic. Lean in. I don't want you to miss this. Lean in. Come on in close. The magic of lingering and savoring those life giving, life affirming, energy elevating moments is that the brain, whether you're remembering it or whether you're experiencing it for the first time, the brain doesn't know the difference. So as you remember, you get the neurochemical, the biological, the physiological benefit of those positive emotions, the serotonin, the dopamine, the oxytocin. You get the benefit of those feelings and the biochemical wash that it gives to us in your memory. So now here's why we want you to linger here for a moment. We want you to linger in that feeling because it bolsters our resilience. It helps you to think more clearly, and it helps you to be more innovative, more creative, and how you can quote put those solutions, those innovations together. All right. So that said, here's what I want to invite you to do. Go ahead and grab something to write with and something to write on, as you can see at the bottom of your screen. And here's what I want to give you just a moment to think about. Make yourself comfortable, get settled in, let your body relax. And then I just want you to think about what was a one thing that sparked a feeling of joy, a feeling of gratitude, maybe an inspiration. You fill in the blank. But I want to give you that moment, just like at the end of yoga class, where you have that moment where you can just kind of rest on the mat and be fully supported by the floor underneath you. I want you to rest for a moment in your chair and just let yourself find that feeling. And as you find that feeling, I just want to allow you to totally relax in that feeling. Don't just look at it, relive it. Just take 30 seconds to go back there. Let it fill you up. What was that thing that gave you that sense of awe or inspiration or joy? Maybe it made you laugh out loud. Take a moment and write it down. And as you write it down and allow yourself to experience it, take a nice deep breath and let that feeling, that energy, whatever that positive emotion was, let it fill up your entire body as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, send out that good energy just to fill up the car or fill up the room, wherever you are. Now, here's what I am going to encourage you to do. As you remember that feeling, I'm going to encourage you to take more of these savoring moments. Give yourself time to take note of the things that you wish to savor, those moments that inspire you, that give you a sense of gratitude or fill you with a sense of pride, and allow yourself to re experience them, not simply recall or review them. And as you do, of course, you know what I'm going to ask. Note it in the comments. Share those savoring moments for you and allow us to build this collective database of awesome moments to capture that allow us to keep fueling and nourishing that positive power pack of good emotion based on those memories, those experiences that we have. So, with that, I have promised to get you out of here in 10-ish minutes. So, with that, here's the parting word that I have for you. Write this down in your book. Savor the spark. Once you identify it, allow yourself to bask in it. Savor the spark. And the other piece that I'm going to encourage you to write down is just simply this: the more you notice, the more you nourish. The more you notice, the more you nourish. So, with that, y'all know how we do. Comment, like, share, tag your people, bring them on the journey with us. Hey, we want to have three as a wonderful band, a merry band of practicing positivity champions. So tell who you know and bring them on into the journey. So you know how we do. Hey, for tools, prompts, any additional practices, just positivity gems to up your positivity game, go ahead and sign up here on the link that you see on your screen to boost you up. And, remember, like, subscribe, share. And also, you can always find me, Dr. Nicole, at tgcconsultinginc.com. So, as we are moving forward here today, I just want to say, hey, thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in today. And I will see you tomorrow for another practicing positivity tidbit. Enjoy.